laid, okay? I can tell you don't get laid a lot. When you do all this white knight shit, it turns pussies dry. If you
I'm not a white knight, okay?
If you want to get laid, you gotta grow balls. When you do this fucking faggot shit, women don't want to fuck you. Even the biggest feminists, their boyfriends are fucking bikers. You need to grow your hair long, get a leather vest, and sit on a fucking crotch rocket.
Most women are happier at home. They are pretending that they like working, and they're not making money because they don't stay all night at the office. They don't go the extra mile. They don't work all weekend. You're making a mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children.
Oh, boy.
Good job. Thank you.
What is your job?
I'm a graphic designer.
Are you gay?
I am queer.
Oh, you don't use the term gay?
Well, I'm not gay. I'm bisexual.
Oh, I've always been suspicious of bisexual. It seems like a phase.
Oh,
I
well.
see a lot of old bi people.
Oh, well. You're pretty ignorant.
Okay. Well, this has been very enlightening.
We're ready for a woman president. I don't think we're ready for Hillary Clinton.
But she's a woman.
Well, that doesn't mean she should be president.
So it's more. You have to be more than just a woman to be a viable candidate?
No, I just think it should be the right woman. And my personal opinion is it's not Hillary Clinton.
So just being a woman isn't enough?
Nope.
In America today, we've got places like Dearborn, Michigan, which are basically fifth columns for Islam. So it is here in America.
It is here.
And in the UK, we just had a child pedophile ring going on that wasn't investigated by the police because they didn't want to appear racist. So I think this sort of cultural relativism is really dangerous. Why are you so focused on these rich white males who are essentially trying to get the economy going, trying to sell you stuff, trying to keep you happy because happy keeps the economy going? I mean, Jack Welch, the CEO of GE, he doesn't want women getting raped. He doesn't have time for that. He's worried about the bottom line. He doesn't have time for racism either. If he's looking at a resume, okay, this is a new accountant. Oh, good. He's going to save us $250,000 a year in tax? Oh, my God. He's that smart? And he's only asking for $150K? Well, the guy's a living profit machine. Of course I'm going to... Oh, he's a black man.
What do you think about National Bullying Awareness Week? Is it going to do the trick? Is it going to solve the problem?
Of course not. It's a silly thing. It's just like this whole campaign that Canada had to eradicate hate, as Mark Stein pointed out. Not the crime, not the speech, the actual human emotion. Bullying is a natural part of being a young man. There's a whole Lord of the Flies hierarchy there that you cannot regulate. And to try to regulate it is to put kids in a bubble that's going to do them more harm than good because they won't be prepared for the real world. You know, there's fights. There's real physical fights every day. It's not just in business, it's how we live.
I don't know why this is such a popular trend, emotion-based politics. Maybe it's because women are getting involved in politics, or maybe they want to get young people more involved. I think it's just business. The New York Times wants as many people to read it as possible, so they go on this heartstring, this disingenuous information, just to make a sweet sort of kid's story. But I mean, it's not sweet, but every article they have has this sort of Oprah tint to it. Legalization, but I think it's possible to be anti-pot and pro-legalization.
I agree with you on that, but explain.
I smoke pot, yes, but I do it for horror movies, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and lovemaking.
Very good.
It should not be in the workplace.
No.
It should not be out socializing. You shouldn't do it when you're going out in case someone slaps your girl and you have to fight.
Yeah, that's true.
18 to 25, it's very bad for you. You lose your ambition. It's bad for students. You can't get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
So let's recognize that though it should be legal, it is bad.
How about if you don't pay tax, you can't vote?
That was what my father always said.
Really? I've just been obsessed with this recently, thinking, you're not a customer. You don't have a say in how this restaurant goes. That's like strangers coming in off the street, homeless men, and saying, I want this on the menu, and then walking out.
His views.
Can you name one?
He's sexist.
In what sense?
The fact that he doesn't support abortion and the woman's right to choose.
But I think a good 50% of women in America are also pro-life.
A lot of women aren't.
Right, but if 50% of a group is something, then...
I'd like to see those statistics.
All right, well, if hypothetically 50% of the women were pro-life, would it still be sexist to be anti-abortion?
I'd really like to see your statistics.
I know, but hypothetically, if I was
I
right.
don't go by hypothetical.
Well, we don't have a computer here. We can't look it up.
So I can't answer your question.
All right.
It's his
Everyone
year.
has to be involved in politics now. So women are on board, and they have to have an opinion, and young people have to have an opinion, and they don't belong in the political discourse. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. Everyone has to be in Dungeons and Dragons now, and they're throwing these 14-sided die going,
20-sided.
Bernie Sanders, What are they doing here? It should only be landowners. If you don't have Esquire at the end of your name, you can't be involved in politics.
Oh, so
both are poorer, then a gap like this, where the rich are rich, where the poor are richer, but the gap is bigger. Would you rather have both down here than a big gap with the poor slightly higher?
I think it would make for a healthier society.
To be down here.
To be closer to equal, yeah.
And do you think the government's role is to regulate that and impose it on the society?
To some extent.
So you're a socialist.
I wouldn't say that, but I believe in some socialist ideals.
Have you ever been to the DMV?
Yep.
These are the people, these fucking bureaucrats with no interest in being there, these rude, lazy morons are going to be handling your justice. You're imparting your freedom and your liberty and your equality. You're saying, hey, shitheads, can you run my life, please? They bring their bullshit with them. Like you have some Korean dad who's like, why are you dating a white guy? Because you moved me to a fucking white country, dick. What am I supposed to do here? Why don't you speak Korean? Are you blind? You moved here. I was a fucking baby.
Why are all you wimps taking it for granted that violence is bad and that being macho is bad? That's how we got here. This idea of this beta male being powerful and in control is what, 20, 30 years old? You're going against 40,000 years of evolution. And if you want to talk about baseless, stupid violence, punching someone in a bar, that has been plummeting for the past 50 years. And to say we're a culture doused with guns, gun violence has all gone down. So totally irrational, stupid violence has all been going down. And so this idea that there's all these shootings, so they're on the rise, it's a quantifiable myth. But the idea of men having to be tough, sorry, but we're the breadwinners for the majority of cases in the Western world. And yeah, there's an element of violence or at least toughness in running a business. Just the other day, this coworker was telling us, what the fuck, you moved this director over to this other job? And I had to come back and say, don't fucking give me this what the fuck shit, okay? We moved the director to a job that was paying more money. It was almost like a fist fight with words, and I had to do that in order to generate income to pay my bills, to feed my children, okay? So this innate toughness that men have is crucial to our survival.